Okay, so we'll start. So just bring yourself to a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you today. And just start to find your connection to the earth, your weight through the sit bones. Feeling that foundation, that stability, and the earth supporting you. So I wanted to talk to you today about Dharana, which is one of the 8 limbs of yoga that's mentioned in the Yoga Sutras. And it means effortless focus. Sorry, effortful focus, not effortless focus. So effortful focus, Dharana. So in order to get somewhere, in order to achieve something, we usually have to put in a lot of effort. So whether that's focusing on a task, whether it's working towards something in your yoga practice, or whether it's your meditation practice. So initially, meditating can feel like very hard work. And you'll sit, your mind will be very busy, you'll feel very distracted, you'll have a lot of thoughts, your body will be distracting you, you might have a lot of physical discomfort. So we have to really work at training the mind, at focusing the mind. So if you imagine a little tugboat, so you see these tiny boats that next to these massive, huge ships that are in the harbor. And then you see these tiny, tiny boats start to pull these huge, huge ships, because they have these powerful engines. So even though the boat is small, it has a very powerful engine, so that initially it can tug the ship with a lot of force. So it tugs the ship, it tugs the ship. It starts tugging it out of the harbor. But what happens is, once the ship starts to move, the ship starts to gather momentum and starts to move easily. And then the pulling from the tugboat is very, very easy, and it needs to use less effort. And then eventually it can stop pulling altogether, and the ship goes off on its own course. So we can think of meditation practice as a little bit like this. Yeah, if you think of all of your thoughts as like energy, if you like, all of your thoughts are like energy. And initially we have like this funnel, and at the top of the funnel there are a lot of thoughts, there are a lot of things going on, and there's sensations, and there's the physical body, and there's feelings, and there's experiences, and there's everything up there. And what we're trying to do with our meditation practice, or with anything where we're really focusing in on our task, our dharana, is we're trying to funnel everything down into this narrow place, so that we are able to come into a very pointed place of focus. And when we have that focus, we have that clarity, we have that concentration, and we can complete our task, or we can stay in our meditation practice and really get absorbed in that. So this is Dharana, this is effortful focus. So initially it requires a lot of effort. It can feel very intense and difficult. But the more that we practice the techniques, the more that we keep coming back to the breath, returning each time, the more we will be able to funnel down and come to that point of focus. And that's not to say that then you can just meditate very easily at the drop of the hat. It's some days it's better than other days, but your ability to use the technique and get into that space gets a lot easier, because your mind is like, oh, okay, yeah, we're doing this now. I've been here before. And there are less pulling, less distractions. So I want you to really focus in on your breath. Relax your shoulders without doing anything with the breath. So we're not trying to control the breath at all, but you're just starting to notice the movement of the breath in and out. That rise and that fall of your breath. Notice where you can feel the breath coming into the body. It might be at the tip of the nose, or you might feel the breath more into the chest. Just notice where you can feel the breath. And just keep bringing your mind back to that point. Each time the mind pulls you away, keep bringing your attention back to watching the breath. Noticing that rise and that fall, the body expanding as you inhale and softening as you exhale. Notice the movement of the ribs around the front, the sides, and the back of the body. Expanding as you inhale and softening as you exhale. So a few days ago, I was talking about puppy training and how the mind will try and pull, just like a puppy pulls on the lead. But eventually, over time, the puppy will start to walk alongside you. And this is what happens as you keep practicing bringing your attention back to your point of focus. And we're using the breath as our point of focus. And if we visualize the thoughts as just energy, just like the breath in the body, it's much easier to visualize those thoughts shifting and dissolving and moving and rising and falling, just like the breath. Relax your belly, relax your shoulders. Feel your weight down through the sit bones, down into the earth. Keep relaxing down into your seat. Relax your eyes. And just like your mind, your body will also try to distract you with physical sensations. So again, as soon as you notice that your attention is wandering perhaps to a certain part of the body, because you've got a lot of sensation there, just bring your attention back to your breath. Become really fascinated with that breath. Noticing that rise and that fall. That expansion and that softening. And whatever feelings are arising, just let them come and go. Noticing the movement of the breath. And often in yoga, we visualize the inhale having an upward, energetic movement from the base of the spine all the way up, spreading outwards through the body. And as we exhale, we often focus on the breath moving down, a downward moving energy, down through the spine and down through the limbs into the earth. And you can also visualize energy in the body as having a spiraling motion, which is often spoken about in Kundalini Yoga. So whatever helps you to focus, whatever helps you to bring your attention back onto the breath, you can bring your focus in there. And now, just let your mind wander. So just practice just letting go of your focus and just let your mind wander. And then practice bringing your attention back again, finding that focus, finding that breath. Keep relaxing your belly. Keep relaxing your shoulders. Becoming heavy and still and steady. See if you can notice some space between your thoughts. That's the sweet spot when you start to find those little moments of absolute stillness. Keep coming back to your breath, observing. Keep that focus. Just let your thoughts come and go without getting involved. Just energy. Moving, shifting, dissolving, just like the breath. Fluid and free. And then just start to take a few deeper inhalations. Take a nice deep inhalation. Fill the body up with the breath, expanding. Fill up, exhale, sigh out. And again, breathing in deeply. And exhale, sighing out. And again, one more, filling up with as big a breath as you can, really deep. And exhale, sighing out. And bowing your head, bringing your hands to your heart center. Giving gratitude to yourself for doing your meditation practice this morning. It's really going to help you a lot during this time. Thank you, everyone. Namaste.